And welcome to the Rideshare Garage. It is Wednesday night, and right off the rip, I've got to apologize. Kind of. For last week, we did not have a show last week. Everybody was kind of working, and I'm going to be honest, I needed a break. Personally, I needed a break, and it seemed like it was a good opportunity for everybody to get out and work a little bit. And that's exactly what everybody did. I mean, even Omar was out last Wednesday night working. So, we apologize, but every now and then, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, with that being said, we have a lineup of a show tonight. As you can see next to me, I've got Mr. and put some respect on that man's name, Mr. Cleaning Fee Miami, Tesla Nick next to me. How we doing, Nick? How's that car smelling?
Oh, it's good. It's good. I'm trying to get me a cleaning fee tonight.
All right. Yeah, cleaning fee. And listen, we're going to start a GoFundMe tonight for Nick. We're trying to raise $25 so we can go to Goodwill and get him some boxing gloves. Because, Nick, you got some splaining to do, man. You're going to have some splaining to do later. That's all I'm saying. All right. Below me, we got my favorite guy, my Denver Coloradian. The man of 6 children, can't take no breaks, needs to tie it in a knot. Mr. Tony, directly from the Driven Dad. What's going on, Tony? How are you tonight? And he just kind of, I guess he's tying it in a knot. I don't know. He's got a little signal issue over there. Wait a minute. He's coming back. You back with us, Tony? Tony? Okay, well, we'll go to Steven because he moved in behind me. So underneath me, we have the unbroken driver, Steven, better known as Black Vinny, all the way out from LA, and he's making a statement tonight. And that statement is Cane's chicken needs a little soul in it, man, and it's got no seasoning in the chicken. That's been a hot topic the last week. We got one individual who just raves about Cane's chicken, and everybody else, including the survey, Steven, you took last night with your riders, nobody likes Cane's chicken, so we won't be looking for them for a sponsorship. Steven, how you doing tonight, buddy? Okay, Steven's not listening either. Hey, hello. What? Am I missing people tonight? Oh, there went Steven. Omar, I'm just going to say, hey, how you doing, buddy, before you leave us, too. How you doing tonight?
I think I'm okay. And I will say this. Yeah, I will say this, too, about the whole apology thing. We do actually work on the app. I don't know. Maybe like we got this like persona about us that we just talk about it. Like we actually do turn it on and accept trips. Even me with my acceptance rate. Breaking news. Yeah. Breaking news.
I know, right?
The only non-ex-driver on here for now. Notice he added that quote in there. He didn't have that quote before, I don't think.
I told you I made an amendment.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. He ran in with the for now, and we're going to get into that too. Tony, are you with me, buddy? Can you hear me now? Tony, can you hear me?
Can you hear the words that
All
are
right,
coming out of my mouth?
Steven, can you hear me, Steven? Steven, why are you on mute? What are you doing to us tonight?
And it's so funny because he's just looking off into space, and it's like, bro.
I think he's got his Pornhub up instead of the Rideshare Garage tonight. I don't know what's going on with Steven, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He's having problems over there. Look at see, there it goes. Okay, anyway, we're going to run with everybody. Oh, Tony, you okay, buddy?
I don't know. Restream is like locking up. It wouldn't let me unmute myself or anything.
Oh, well, we can't have that.
Yeah, so I had to like close out the window and everything.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
it might be just my phone.
How's everything going for you up there in Colorado? Sounds like you got rain up. You guys got rain, snow, sunshine. What's going on up
there? It's rain. You know, this spring day. So if you're planning on moving to Denver, just be ready to be in a blizzard every day. So just heads up.
Okay. I mean, I spent 3 years there. I understand.
Hey,
it. I get
no
it.
secrets. It's Fight Club stuff when you start talking about that.
Oh, okay. We're gonna leave that one alone. All right.
Have
you
bad
been
weather here all the time?
Okay. Real quickly, I want to go through and say everybody in the chat real quick. We see Randy's in the house, Kevin's in the house, Silver Fox, SB, how we doing? Mr. Melvin, good evening, gentlemen. Melvin, if you give a chance, I sent you a link, up to you. My man, Accounting Tom, my Tampa buddy. I'll be getting up there, maybe in 2 weeks. I got to coordinate with my daughter and be up there for the weekend because I got to go shoot a whole bunch of videos up there for Amazon. MBU, appreciate you, brother. Welcome. WeZoom's in the house. WeZoom, you got a link sent to you. Fritz and Ryan. All right, very good. And the
shout out to Silver Fox. I hope he's okay.
What happened with Silver Fox?
See, nobody remembers.
What happened?
Nick's name.
Oh, he had the puker.
Oh, he had.
Well, no, he
had the puker.
Oh, that picture. That's right. That was nasty. Oh man, that was nasty. Yeah, I don't want to see that again. Okay.
Brutal.
Okay. Steven is somewhere around here. I don't know. He's got something. Steven's got issues. Gonna have to send him another video card or something. Okay. First up tonight, we're going to talk about spring break, man. I want to see how everybody's spring break is going. Eddie should be along soon. I know they've got South by Southwest, and they're having some problems out there. They got a lot of bands pulling out of the South by Southwest. But I want to get a hold. I want to start with everybody. Omar, you seem to be the only picture on the table. So let me know how you're doing. How do you think spring break is going?
So from my perspective, it's going slower. I can't say I didn't expect this. Yeah, for me, it's going slower. There's definitely way less surges. Surge, what's a surge? You know, playoffs. We talking about surges? Yeah.
Surge?
Yeah.
Surge?
It's not as you used to be able to set your clock by it. You know, it's not affecting other things. Sometimes spring break can be like how you talk about, Vinny, and the crowd goes left. You can go right successfully. Mm-hmm. It seems like we have enough. Actually, I think when I see the airport queues as much as they are, as full as they are, even with a little bit of color on the map sometimes in some certain places, I think to myself, these drivers must be choosing to stay at the airport for non-surge rides because they ain't surging the airports versus going somewhere where you could make a little bit more on the fares. That's across all platforms. So that's been my observation so far. However, I might work tonight. I'm considering doing an experiment tonight for science.
Okay.
But yeah, for me, it's been slower. And now, when I say slower, does it mean that you could? This is the last thing I'll say. Does it mean that you can't make no money? No, you can. Can you be profitable? That's a whole different story. I think you can, but there's a lot of thinking involved. And this time of year used to really not require a lot of thinking. So, and part of the thinking is staying ahead of the 90% acceptance ants that just accept everything on all platforms. Every XL, so I know we have at least one person down here in our market that says he's having success, but when I hear, oh, I didn't wake up till this time today, it's like, you're working hard. It never used to be that way. We actually had just a small conversation. I'll get, just to let everybody understand something. We all talk off the air, all of us, just chit chat, hey, what's up? We catch up with each other and that's it. So Vinny had mentioned, and you made a good point, Vinny, when you said it used to be, we would go to this place, boom, 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 and then go home.
Yep. Used to whack them.
It's just, yeah, I should be able to get up, turn app on, drive to X place, and be okay. Mm-hmm. Right now, well, the one place I'm thinking about, Miami, South Beach, they turned it into a military zone, and Ramon went down there one day. He said it took him an hour and 45. If it wasn't a $200 ride that he was getting, no.
Well, yeah, but with that,
during those times, I'm not saying South Beach is bad to go to at all times. It's just during those times when they are enacting all their like really hardcore restrictions.
Well, that particular ride, it actually helped Raymond.
Yeah,
because it turned a $130 ride into a $200 ride. because of the long wait through the thing. And then today, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't get the video feeds until today. A buddy of mine, well, I shouldn't say a buddy of mine, a guy I follow on YouTube, Joel Franco, did 2 big videos on the whole South Beach shutdown, the divorce from spring break they're going through, and it seems to be working. But for me, right? For me, I everybody knows I'm in Lauderdale, right? And like the Strip, spring break capital of the world, ain't spring break capital of the world this year, brother. Because I'm telling you, it's not even half as many people out there on the beach as it normally is.
Right.
Not even half.
Right. And
so
I would
people aren't traveling.
Right. And I would say that I don't think it's working. Maybe if you want to see less of, I don't know. I don't want to get into a political discussion, but
we can.
There's a couple of different things that I'm hearing about and I'm reading about. This is an anti certain type of thing. It's working. What's working? Is it working because there wasn't a shot didn't go off this year? They still arrested like 100 something people last week, like 140 or 150 arrests, something like that. I don't know. You know, who knows if these arrests are even legitimate arrests or if they were just the cop just looked at you the wrong way, you looked at the cop the wrong way, and they decided to put you on the pavement. I don't even know. I have no idea. I have no context when I hear there were so many arrests that were made last weekend. But it was quiet. What does quiet mean? Does quiet mean there was no shooting, or does it mean
that's quiet? To me, that's quiet because
or that whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? No, and then on top of that, businesses are saying that it's hurting them. A lot of businesses are saying that they 100%. Had a budget in place to sell more things, and because of all the restrictions, you can't even stop anywhere. Forget parking. You can't even stop. You can't pull over. They have everything gated up and guarded up.
Right.
And businesses are saying people can't get to us, and they're hurting. Like think of an earnings call where you're expecting big earnings from a company, and all of a sudden they say, "Well, we had a supply and demand issue. We had an unexpected issue that caused, earnings to not be as good." And then all of a sudden the stock just tanks. Like, whoa, that was unexpected. So that's kind of what I feel. I don't feel like it's been successful economically. I don't see who is benefiting. I won't be surprised, Benny, if they come out with some study that says maybe the restrictions were too high. Watch. Because of some sort of something economically. Someone's going to get in the pockets of one of the commissioners and say, "Yo, bro, come on, man. What are you doing to me?" I'm just saying. It always comes back to the bottom dollar.
I kind of think that when they mention all right, I guess on Twitch we're not on. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Something's going on Twitch.
I see us live here.
Oh. Yeah, but we're not. Oh, okay. There we go. All right, we're streaming live now on Twitch. I thought we were. I needed to make sure. When I hear they say that it's quiet in Miami, to me a quiet night is no shootings. There was a lot of shootings last year. A lot of shootings. So when I hear Nick, you've been down there working a little bit during spring break too. What's your assessment been of South Beach on the spring break?
It's exactly what you guys have said. They basically kick people out. So like when you have, of course I take people everywhere, and like when I would go on the beach and I would have passengers in my car, they have checkpoints. So they have DUI checkpoints, but the police were super aggressive at those checkpoints. So it's like almost like, like they would question. So like, of course, it's a DUI checkpoint. You want to make sure that people aren't driving drunk. But it's like the questions that they would ask the passengers, "Hey, why are you here? How long are you here for? When are you going back to your place? Like, when are you gonna when are you gonna get away? When are you gonna leave?" And it's like, that's not what you need to be asking for. Like, "Oh, I need to see your ID now."
No, there's no crime. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
It was just like that's so at every
1940 Germany here. Don't get me started.
Every checkpoint, that's how it was, and they were, I get it, like they're authority figures, but like, that's how they were. Of course, so on top of that, all of the garages, you got to pay $100 to park. Who's gonna do that?
$500 if they tell you.
Wait. All of the garages, with the exception of 2, are closed completely. Nobody's allowed to park in there.
Yep.
Not even if you're going down to visit. which now all the private parking lots, bro, I'm hearing they're like $300-$400 to park for the day.
Of course, because they
Yeah.
know they know you can't park anywhere else. You can't
Nope.
park on the streets because they have all of that barricaded.
Did y'all see what the tow fee is right now?
Yeah.
If you get towed, 5 bills, $516 plus. Wait, plus a $30 administration fee.
But
Get your shit towed on Miami Beach during spring break on those 2 weekends, last weekend and this weekend, is $550. $550, bro. That's insanity.
I mean,
Insanity.
this is. I guess my camera reset. This is like.
That's a nice shot of Biscayne Bay, though. The port of
Yes.
Miami.
My camera's reset.
You can leave
Oh, here we go.
This is a much better view.
So you have
Fuck, now
to.
you just fucked the view up.
You have to imagine, right? I'm gonna quote Chappelle here when he says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. That's how much it costs if your car gets towed. That is insane.
Yep.
The government all of a sudden just said, "Hey, you know what? It's okay. Go ahead and raise your prices." Sure. This is close to racketeering. I mean, it's insane what they're doing.
Well, and then I wanted to bring up the other part. He's not here. Also, we're noticing that even with Richie Wu, right, trying to make his runs from FAU up in Boca down to Amateur Hour in Fort Lauderdale, downtown Fort Lauderdale. If y'all ain't familiar, there's an area down there, Himmershey, where they've got like 7 or 8 night spots for teenagers, not teenagers, but like college kids. And it's definitely Amateur Hour down there. You don't want to be down there when them shits let out. Because as they say, there's bodies hit the floor all drunk, puking up all over the place. Ain't no goddamn way them little motherfuckers ain't getting fuck that cleaning. You can have that cleaning fee. You, Nick, can have that cleaning fee.
I've already gotten it.
I don't want nothing to do with. Let's see. In my 8 years of part-time driving, I think I've had 4 pukers. I swear, the next one that pukes in my car, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. Because I don't want to clean it up again.
Okay, so Vinny, I get that.
Is $150 worth that shit? Nope. I can make $150. I don't need that shit.
Well, you're making $150 in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're going to be smelling it for the next 2 days because it gets so damn hot down here in South Florida that shit lingers, man. Ain't that much ozone? Ain't that much ozone? I don't want to hear from Omar, okay? Omar, you don't count. I've seen how you dress. You don't count, okay? But Nick, I've met you several times. You're a sharp-dressed dude, man. You're a good-looking dude. No homo, right? And so I'm just saying, I know you got the rubber mats in there to help scoop some of that shit out, but I don't want nothing to do with it, dude. Like, I really don't. I don't want it. I don't want it. No puke for me. No. If you can't walk to my car, you ain't getting in my
street that. What about the people on the street that want to wash your windows all the time? Can't you just like pay them a little extra?
I hear somebody online. Get that share ride.
No, that's me.
Tony.
It's Uber Eats.
Tony, how's spring break out there by you, Tony?
Hey,
Do
give me
you
one
guys
second
even
so
have
I can turn off Uber so it won't.
Oh no, bro, you can get your money, bro. You got to pay for them 6 goddamn kids. I get it. Shit. If I had 6 kids, I'd have about 12 jobs. Shit.
Yeah, I got like 12 irons in the fire over here with all the apps I got going.
Do you guys even have a
spring break isn't happening yet.
Okay.
That's next.
Okay. Well,
but,
I didn't know.
People come here for spring break for skiing and everything whenever their spring breaks are.
Okay.
They get a ski. They get a ski and golf.
Oh, that's got to be wealthy kids then. Yeah. No, we ain't getting the wealthy ones down here. We're getting the 3-for-1 drinks at the Rock Bar. So yeah, not good.
I mean, I've had this week comparatively to the rest of the year.
Okay.
But yeah, surges to be obviously. I had a little bit of surge earlier today, but that's because of the rain. And so
Okay. Steven, what's spring
nothing
break
to
doing
write
for you,
home
buddy?
about.
How
Nothing.
you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been chasing after bonuses. Probably not the best decision, but I've been chasing after bonuses on Lyft. They've actually been coming in, and since I have it makes more sense to do the bonuses during the week, which I've been getting $95, and this week I got 120. It makes more sense to do them because I get the 150 for 50 rides every week on Lyft. So it's been interesting. Unfortunately, now that kids are out of the schools here, especially at the college, it's a lot more frustrating to get all 50 rides. You know, I'm not driving all day, so I can't rack them up like that.
Gotcha. So you and Nick got different schedules.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get off of my W-2 at 4, so I can only really start driving, 4 until the afternoon, and I got to get some sleep. So usually I try to go from 4 to 10, but sometimes I have to do a few extra hours so that I can get some more of the short rides.
Okay.
Make it work.
All right. Kyle.
What's
my man
up?
Kyle. What's
Hey,
going
what
on?
happened to all the people's names? Like, I don't know who's on this bottom here. Is that
Well, hold on.
Levi?
No,
Or
that's Melvin.
Okay,
Levi ain't coming on.
I just saw the
Bro,
white hair.
whoa. Levi and Dry Boston and all of those folks on Twitter, they ain't coming on this show, bro. We're not big time enough for them. By the way, guys, everybody out there, if you need something to do after Sergio's show on Tuesday nights, what is it? No, Monday nights. Monday nights is when they have the Uber Lyft group that talks on Twitter, the Twitter space, the X space. I have to get a link for that for you guys. I'll put it in a community page. There is a space on Twitter. I'm pretty sure it's Monday nights.
Oh, is it like a Boston driver or something?
Yeah, Boston Drives and Levi and all those guys and a couple of young ladies that get in there. I know Sergio's been jumping on there too. Anyway, if you got nothing to do on a Monday night, y'all driving around, want to listen to Rideshare talk from around the country, that Twitter space is pretty good. And then also don't forget Rideshare Rodeo's podcast. He's got about 3 of them going. Kyle, you been out driving or are you working on other things, buddy?
Oh,
I know you sent me.
I'm hustling right now. I think pretty much right now, half of my money is coming from Curry delivery. And then quarter is coming from Hop Skip Drive. And then the other quarter is coming from Rideshare. And as I said before, my Rideshare is predominantly used for me to just position myself to different places when I'm out of place because of a delivery. So I'm not really doing too many the ride shares, but I'll grab it, if they're going in my direction. So I'm definitely doing multi-apping, and that's working out for me. And if I go out there for like 9-10 hours, I could clear $300, so no complaints there.
Boy, we are. I ain't gonna lie, man. We're struggling down here. We're having a big issue with fare reduction, man. The upfront pricing, especially on both apps, Uber and Lyft, man. They are absolutely attacking.
Oh,
and they
yeah,
insult you.
Yeah, right.
And they insult you with those messages saying that they're paying you extra so that you wait.
Yeah,
they're paying you extra nothing. It's an absolute lie.
Yeah, on Lyft, right? It's like
so if you're paying
Uber,
me extra, what you're telling me is you wouldn't pay me anything for this ride at all, right?
Yeah. So
on Uber, I've been doing an automatic.
I'm not seeing that.
Uber, I've been doing an automatic fare review on every ride.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Tony. I mean, we've seen some rides like what the hell, and then the one all be all. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen, guys, real quick. The one all be all. If anybody can answer this question, you win the prize of the day. You guys ready?
Yep.
Has anybody found the surge? Because we can't find the surge.
No,
right?
Uber
It's
surge
missing on the back of milk cartons. These milk cartons will be shipping out tomorrow.
Oh my God, that should be a shirt. Come on.
That's
I'll
like
send you
actually
the- I'll
pretty
send-
good.
I will send this to you, Kyle. I just made it tonight, so yeah.
Oh man,
The
yeah,
Uber
that's like an
Lyft.
instant. That's an instant.
That
Shirt.
should be our logo.
Well, let's see. I think I can do that. Let me see. Did I do that tonight? I think I might have put that up. Here you go.
If found, deliver service.
And there you go. There it is. It's on the side of the thing now. I figured I would have that up there for a little bit because down here, I'm telling you, down here, the upfront fares on Comfort from Uber are downright fucking disrespectful. And it's an absolute
All right.
attack. What I'm also seeing down here lately is the almost 80%, 85% of the ride requests that come through on Uber are now coming through on Trip Radar only.
Right.
Yeah.
About 15% of my rides requests on Comfort are coming directly to me, but most of them are coming through Trip Radar. It's almost as if every ride is in the auction house now to see who's going to take the lowest ride. It's exactly what I'm seeing. And then on Lyft, well, you know, Lyft with their it's just ridiculous anyway. Although I will say the bonus hour is pretty good, but I don't get this other stuff like Steven, right? California's the only one who gets the $150 EV bonus for 50 rides. We don't get that here, right? And I don't get challenges. Only the ants in South Florida get the challenges. I don't get the challenges. So what do you guys think about search
I
pricing
got a
being
challenge.
gone? I rest my case.
What's your challenge at?
$50 for 25 rides.
Oh, okay.
Wow,
Well, it
that's
looks like
that's double what I'm getting.
yeah. I think I think Wednesdays are the days that they come in for the weekend, if not Tuesday. And so far as I can tell, I didn't get one for the weekend.
Oh yeah, you
But-
should have got it already if you got
Yeah,
it.
so I didn't get one for the weekend. So it just means I can focus on doing rides on Uber that are actually profitable.
Bear Claw says Lyft is also using their map radar, often refusing to ping anything.
Yes.
I mean, I only ride on Lyft Black, you know, and unless there's a bonus hour at $8 or more, then I'll turn on Lyft Comfort. Other than that, I don't. But I tell you what, it's about 2 weeks now that goddamn radar is back on Lyft. And when I'm riding and I'm looking at the Lyft app, all of a sudden it's opening, closing, moving me all over. Bro, it's annoying. How do you guys feel about that?
Have you guys seen anything like this on your Lyft app? Mine has what do they call this stupid thing? 10% turbo.
No.
Yes, I get those.
We don't have turbo here. Oh, go ahead, Eddie.
It's trash.
Yeah,
It is I still can't get anything to show me $30 an hour with a 10% boost.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
It's a
Yeah,
crock.
the rates are so bad.
It's all scam.
It's just like the fare replacement. So there is South by Southwest. It's not surging, but for some reason an X ride is an XL ride. And then when I get there, they get my car. It's like, oh my god, wow, this car looks really nice, and my timer is only 2 minutes. The moment I see my timer in 2 minutes, I know it's an X ride. It's just the surge is attached to the ride. So that's what I've been getting a lot of. Now I'm only doing on Uber. It's only XL and Premier, and on Lyft it's been only Black. And
Finally, thank you, Eddie. Finally,
it's been
God.
it's South by Southwest.
Finally,
Once South by
dude.
Southwest is done, going right back down.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, if I take your advice, I'd be broke.
Yep. I make nothing.
That's right.
gotta change your hours to adapt.
I can't. I only have the hours I can work.
I hear you guys. It is what it is.
Well,
But,
I mean,
but yeah, I've noticed that. So, just the fare replacement is truly horrible. I'm not complaining about the money though.
MBU, yep, MBU's right. Actually you're wrong because I see lower than that. I see rates at $15, 15 to 22, and then the rare ones are 24, to 28. for MBU. Turbo's like, yeah, I don't have turbo here, so I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, no.
And usually those bonus hours don't hit at times that I'm driving. Like it doesn't go based off of the analysis of when I'm actually on the road at all. It's just trying to get
mine's 11 to 12 a.m. and 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. on my turbo bonuses, and it's only 10%. Yay!
Well, last week I had 2 of those bonus hours for $8 for every ride you take. So for science, I went out to try it for the first time, and I hit them up pretty good Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's a no-brainer. And on Friday, the same thing. So I caught 3 rides on Wednesday, 2 rides on Friday under the $8 bonus with Lyft Comfort, and they paid pretty good. And I was running about $50 for the hour, right? So it's pretty good. You know what I got this week from Lyft? Lyft says, no, Vinny, cuz, no. We're going to give you 1 bonus hour for $6 the whole week. 1 bonus hour for $6. And you know what it is? 2 to 3 a.m.
And so you're not working.
Thank you, David Risher. I appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, Vinny, can I go back to your Fort Lauderdale spring break thing?
Sure, come on, buddy.
Because it seems like you got a lot of things going on in down there in Florida, and I wanted to share this video and then get you guys' thought because I'm seriously worried about our country. Okay, so hopefully you could hear this audio. Can you see my screen?
There it is. Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Is the audio coming through?
Yeah.
What college you guys go to?
Florida State University.
FSU.
The semen holes.
So this is Fort Lauderdale, okay? Oh, come on. Don't do this
What?
to me.
It's
Is this
loading.
last year?
It's loading. What's going on here?
Damn,
That
You could have stopped it. You could have stopped it. It could have done this on the other one before this one. You know.
That's
What you say, baby?
Arizona State.
Everybody's loving
ASU.
spring break. What's going on down here?
A lot of drinking. Like dying.
May she rest in peace.
Oh, come on. Sorry, I don't know my internet.
Oh God, here we go.
Is this
Is
happening
there a
today?
point to the video?
Yeah, is this
Yeah,
today?
yeah.
I don't see an issue.
The point of this video is this is the sorry state of our, I guess, Gen Zs. Is that what these people are?
Yeah, it's the same thing that's always happening.
I would disagree. This is every year. This is the same thing.
Yeah.
Right, but every year it's the same age group, right?
Of course.
So
Yeah,
we didn't do
few-
this when we
few-
were that age.
Yeah, a few old men involved in it too. Hold on. He's back.
I thought I saw Steve in there.
Girl, I would love a lot
I'm
to
right
know
here.
how the ladies been treating you guys. The issue is he smells funny.
I haven't taken a shower since we got here.
I know you stink. I love it.
What's the craziest thing you guys seen down here so far?
A man licked my foot.
Guy got naked in the bar that we were just.
Multiple people were just coming up to us and being like, hey, spit in my mouth. Spit in my mouth.
Well, did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. That's amazing.
Some guy skinny dipped over there in the ocean. But again, it definitely wasn't me.
Yeah, not a
Oh
crime.
God. Well,
This girl that tried to take my girlfriend, we ended up wrestling.
They go in and they end up fighting both of them. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
how woke is your school?
It's a liberal arts school.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Wait, wait,
You're gonna get
wait, wait, what? Listen.
All right. Well, listen.
God, Karen, you are so stupid.
What issue facing America is most important to you?
World peace.
Not enough people on this beach. That's the biggest problem in America right now.
People are
There
too
you go.
sensitive.
I agree.
don't
That's
like
the truth.
racism.
The
That's
bouncers
the
need
truth.
to do a better
I
job
agree.
because I don't want to walk into a club full of ugly men.
It's 10 o'clock.
I'm like, what the heck, man?
Go. What are you talking about?
How's Joe Biden doing?
Old as
Oh no. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go because
This is a hit.
it's family friendly, Kyle.
Okay,
So what's the
okay.
question? So
But
what's the question?
anyway, yeah, and then there was another video I was watching regarding the, I guess they're busting fake Uber drivers at the Fort Lauderdale airport or something.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that next. That's the subject we are going to get into because it's multifaceted.
Right. So
it's
good. I'll let
multifaceted
you
and
talk
it's
about
spreading throughout the country.
I thought that was interesting. Man, all the exciting stuff happens in Florida.
Well, it starts in Florida, it seems to, but no, y'all got some issues out there in California.
Yeah,
too,
this whole notion of Florida. Fort Lauderdale is not Florida. Just like LA is not California. So don't do that. Please.
But there's this thing it's called Florida.
No, I should have.
No other state has a thing like Florida Man. You could just Google Florida Man and you'll be entertained forever.
Exactly. And Florida Man is everywhere.
So, but truth be told, surge pricing has been really, really reduced. So, like when I hear people say, "Oh man, it's blowing up over here," and I go and look on the app and it's like $250, but they got the dark ass pink or the hot red going on. I'm like, dude, that's not surge. You can't even buy a taco with that extra money. So what I'm asking is, in your areas and everybody in the chat, please speak up on it. Has your surge been reducing?
We don't even see surge.
Non-existent?
Yeah,
Zero.
We don't see surge. When you guys talk,
they told us.
I see surge here because it's South by Southwest, but besides that, it was zero.
Well, what's your surge? What's the number on your surge?
My surge,
how much?
My surge right now is like, what is this? Like 850 right now.
850. I'd be out there. Why you doing live stream?
Let me see. 850 by me, and then 350 in the city. 375.
Now, see, 350 is not surge.
Yeah,
it's not surge.
Eddie, how close are you to Southwest by Southwest?
I'm 15 minutes.
South by Southwest.
You're not getting pings right now?
No, well, I don't have it on.
Turn it on. See if you get pings.
Yeah.
He's trying to keep his acceptance rating up.
Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Gosh. Listen, this is for real. If you like, demand will pull you in. If there's no demand and you're 15 minutes away, then that's fake news. That 825, whatever you just said. That's the whole point of what I was getting at.
Went up to. Well, no, correct. If there's, don't chase surge, because that the moment you start getting really close, the cloud just starts disappearing.
Right. Right. Yeah.
What's important is the ride pulling you into the surge.
Yeah.
Every time.
You're right there. Yeah.
And or for some reason, if you pick up a ride and it's going to a surge area, happens to be that by the time you get there, the surge either disappears, okay, or there is nothing. The surge is around you, not where you are. Yeah. Like somebody just
Milk carton shirts will be available on gigwithit.com next week. Next week, you will be able to get your own shirt at gigwithit.com, the official sponsor of the Rideshare Garage and the Rideshare Garage Rally taking place last week of June. We will be driving to Austin, Texas. We will be raising money for charities, which will include Tunnels to Towers and the Gig With It Fund for victims of rideshare violence. Anyway, you guys scan that code, hit gigwithit.com. Check them out. They're my guys. And I'm not saying that because the owner is here. I'm saying that because Kyle's a good guy. It's a good company. And he's the manufacturer. So there you go.
There's a question here
All
Ryan. Who else thinks InDrive and Lyft are going to merge? I don't know. I got this funny feeling that Lyft and Uber...
Not even close.
InDrive and Lyft?
No.
I don't know.
InDrive and Lyft is listen, everybody I've talked to that's done InDrive, the only people succeeding with InDrive are ants. Worse than ants.
What about
drivers that don't want surge, drivers that don't want extra money? That's who's driving with InDrive.
What do you guys think of the new company, Revo?
Wait, can we go back? Sorry, kick me back.
Hold on.
I want to go back to the Sure and the Texas Road Rally because I want to show you guys this. Now, this is a work in progress. We have a long time to go, but I wanted to show you what the design is looking like. And, there's going to be some changes as we move forward. But the reason I want to show you this is because I feel like we need more faces. So if you can commit to coming there to Austin, Road Rally, I would like to get your face on this design. So this is so far with me, Eddie, and Vinny.
Really? I'm the now. Now I'm the
Come on,
Okay,
man.
now I'm
It's
the
hard for me to talk, and you know. There you go.
There you go,
So,
bro. That's hot. That's hot.
So
only one problem. I already see a problem.
This is a work in progress.
That doesn't look like Vinny.
Okay.
That person should be like 20 years older.
Oh, okay. So wait. So red Tesla. That's what you're gonna say, right?
No, you spelled garage wrong.
Oh well, I didn't spell it. The artist drew it wrong.
Oh damn! You're gonna throw the artist under the bus.
Yeah. But anyway, the point is like Buddha's gonna be on here, so I want to get as many of the people who actually can make it. And I know it's a little bit further off, but if you're willing to,
I love that though, man.
commit, then we'll
that
put
shirt,
your
bro.
face up here on a car.
That shit's hot, bro.
Damn.
That is hot.
Eddie's
that,
face,
bro.
man. Oh my gosh, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, my beard is like perfectly squared.
I know that's an OnlyFans right there.
That's what happened when you send me bad pictures. So anyway,
Dude, that picture looks just like me. So I'm with it. I'm cool with it.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
good.
okay. I
That
thought they
picture's
did a good job. So, but anyway, yeah. So that's it. Go back.
Okay. All right. Boom. There we go. Nice job, bro. Nice job. I like that. I like that. All right. Let's see. A couple of let's see. Melvin says he's driving to Austin. He was in the group. I guess he's doing something there. No surge in West LA or rare low. I can't afford to drive for Uber or Lyft the last 2 weeks. No Quest, either app. Lamont's like, hey, still surge in Delaware. However, it's replacing the actual fare. So it's not even an addition. Fair replacement. We've been calling it fair replacement for over a year now. Accounting Tom. And y'all remember, if y'all got some accounting issues y'all want to talk to, man, get with Tom. Get with Thomas Lyle. He's got a channel. If somebody can put his channel up, or I'll do it in a few minutes. Talk to Thomas, man. He's a Excel master. Anyway, got real busy here in Tampa since Miami is on lockdown. Everyone is going to Clearwater and St. Pete. I can believe it because they're definitely not staying up here with us.
It's surging though. In Clearwater and St. Pete.
Huh?
Surging in Clearwater and St. Pete, or do they have those the hockey puck thing?
They got the hockey pucks. They got the hockey pucks up.
Yeah, they have the hockey pucks where you don't know what the surge is. Foolishness. Where you just see a little.
What happened to Kyle?
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it, Nick. Foolishness.
Yeah.
So there's a rumor that Lyft and DoorDash is merging. I'll believe it when I see it. I still think that the best move for Lyft would try to get Tesla to buy them.
Yeah, 100%.
Because if Tesla buys Lyft, they can adapt their rideshare.
They don't
framework.
Why would Lyft and DoorDash merge? DoorDash is doing better financially than Lyft is.
Yeah.
That
Why would
make no sense.
Elon want to buy Lyft?
I got news for you. I mean, Omar, when you look at the numbers and you look at these quarterly earnings, I think DoorDash is in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, their valuation is way too high. Yeah, but don't get me wrong. You know what? Never mind. Why am I even giving this thought? All this, stuff on the internet is all fake news. Stop. Not even
everything is fake news. Well, this one that I got, this one's gonna be one of those things.
Who's typing 100 miles an hour?
That's Mr. Kyle. Hold on.
So this is coming to access. They're already. I mean, the Waymo cars are already here, and they're already been testing them out for a little while now. It looks like sooner or later it's gonna be passengers are gonna be hailing the cars. I don't know if it's gonna be
not sooner or later. Sooner.
Yeah.
But here's the question.
This year, by the way.
Here's the question I got. How many cars are we talking about?
I don't know. It doesn't even say.
That's the question. Well, they were in California, right? They've been in Phoenix, but how many cars are we actually talking about here? We talking about 10? Talking about 100? Ain't no way it's 100 cars running. because that's one hell of an expensive car. Those cars are like $150,000 a piece to produce.
Well, it says right here that
With all
Waymo
the
says
LiDAR
its
and
driverless
computers.
taxis will traverse a large portion of the city night and day, covering spots like the heart of downtown, Barton Hills, Riverside, East Austin, Hyde Park, or more.
Yeah, they're gonna be like more private, or I should say more personal bus system. So instead of you having like a bus with like 20 or 30 or 40 people, whatever it is inside of it, you're only gonna have 2 or 3 people at a time getting in this vehicle. One person's gonna get out, one person's gonna get in, and it's gonna be AI shared ride. That's what it's gonna be. Robo taxi shared ride.
This is what the news says. This is what the news says.
It's just doing a loop. That's all it's gonna like a loop. Just
Listen to this. Aside from safety claims, Waymo will also have to work hard to avoid embarrassing incidents like in San Francisco, where its vehicles have been blamed for blocking traffic, impeding public transit, and stumbling into into emergencies.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I think I'm the only one that's been in a Waymo, right? Has anyone else been in a Waymo?
No.
Okay, I actually took a ride in Waymo, and I'm telling you, we're about to be replaced, whether you like it or not. The Waymo is like a lot better than the news or whatever people say. It's like
Hey,
sure,
day trading. That's why we're getting started the day trading chat.
yeah, just like any new technology, right? They're gonna have hiccups, but this thing is moving so fast. The technology is moving so fast. I mean, Tesla is already ahead of Waymo, so like if Tesla,
The problem is passengers don't want to be in there.
I was going to ask you, Kyle, because you're the only one that's been in a Waymo vehicle, and you have full self-driving on your Tesla, right? So, which do you think performed better on the road? Actual real-world driving? Was it the Tesla? Or was it
the ride itself wasn't very long, so it was hard to like do side by side because I think overall, by hands down, Tesla is better. But now, as far as the distance that we traveled, right? I felt very confident that the car was safe, smooth, like it didn't behave it behaved confident. In fact, at one point we were supposed to go straight at a stop sign, right? And the other guy, the truck on the other side, basically ran his stop and cut us off, right? Now, I think Tesla or my initial reaction would be to hit the brakes, right? But the Waymo car literally in an instant made a decision and just hooked the right. And then he went around the block and then basically went back the other, continued to the restaurant. And like it was like super smooth. Like it was like, like there wasn't a brake or anything. It's just like I knew he was going to go straight, but as soon as the car interrupted the pattern, he just decided like evasive maneuver, right? And I was like really impressed with that because I think Tesla would have handled at least not as smoothly, but I know like they have version 12, which is the newest one, which I have not tested that one.
Do you have the full self autonomous driving, the better one?
No, I haven't tried. No, when I did it, I was doing the subscription because I got the referral credit from people buying using my referral. So I said, oh, that's going to give me 3 months of full FSD. So I used it for that, and for 3 months, I was like, man, this is
because I know Tesla does give out the full autonomous one, but the beta version for people to test out, but you have to qualify for it.
Right. So that version is not like available to people who's using or paying subscription.
Yeah.
But the 11.4 or something like that, that's the version I tested. I thought was already great. It's like you stop and go at at a light, wait for traffic, wait for pedestrians and all that. But like I said, I was impressed with Waymo. But again, what the issue with Waymo is it's a closed geo-fenced area. But like how I don't know like how comparison would be because like I don't think it goes on the freeways to my understanding also. So it's like
well, I know they petitioned Phoenix to enter the highways. That was about a month and a half ago. They had petitioned and they had been granted access to not operate on the highways. But you know, at the end of the day, you know, no matter what, you're still going to have those that are against it. They just,
Well, what everyone's gonna have
they don't want nothing to do with. They don't want nothing to do with Teslas at all. You know.
Yep. Yeah.
You said you were gonna get him on the show. All right.
You see, now you're gonna get me in trouble.
Richie.
Now you're gonna get me in
Richie.
trouble. Oh my god!
I had no damn clue.
Now the two
really
gone.
Plymouth?
I gotta put both of you on timeout. Watch.
Does Richie really have a Plymouth? Does he really drive a Plymouth?
Oh Lord.
Well,
Oh Lord. Here we go.
It's a Dodge. It's a Dodge. It's a Dodge Durango. He's got two of them. He's got a Dodge Durango, and then he's got a QX60 at his disposal.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we have some fun conversations during our work shifts on the radio channel, and so I figured, you know, I would pay homage to my guy, you know.
That hashtag is brutal, man.
Yeah, right.
That hashtag is brutal.
Man, I hope that doesn't go viral.
Anyway, you know, I just figured I would put it up there and just, you know.
Is Richie by any chance in the chat? Because this is like hilarious.
It's meme
He's
war.
probably doing his you know.
Oh, he's probably a hammer
Cleaning
sheet.
up the puke in the van
right now. Yeah, he's getting clean right now.
He's cleaning him or she. I don't know which one it is sometimes. You know?
By the way,
but come on, bro. That's perfect though. That's an excellent meme. I don't make memes, but that's a good meme. Come on. I should send it to him. I should send him that.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait till tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Wait until somebody tells them on the radio.
And then hashtag it. Hashtag it.
Oh, I promise you, Omar's already done.
No. I don't want this smoke in my life right now because I'm getting
I feel you.
I got another channel now. I'm telling you, it's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the only one that can do these things, huh?
Oh, you guys can too.
We got fire trucks.
Richie can create one and call it F Tesla Club. That's what he can call it, or the F Tesla channel. You okay? Only Plymouth allowed channel. There you go. He can talk to himself all day long.
I thought you didn't want the smoke, bro.
I'm being honest. This is no smoke.
No, Omar.
Plymouth, bro.
Omar, you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna call it the little Chinese club, the little Chinese car club.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but it you know, between Lucky Charms,
bam, you can't miss it.
That's okay. You know what? Listen, unlike Richie and unlike Raymond, I don't have to worry about my car overheating after 10 minutes of running. Okay, I don't have to worry about these things. Okay, I can take trips from Dade to Broward County without worried about my truck overheating.
I think it's time for us to do a crossfire with Vinny and Richie.
Yeah.
Hey,
well, if you're on the radio, we get it every day.
Oh yeah, me and Richie go at it. It's a fun going at it, but you know, you got two guys that are headstrong.
Every day.
Right? You got two guys that are headstrong, and they believe what they believe. That's it. It's no different. I go at it with Omar, right? I go at it with Omar. I go at it with Rich. I don't give up. I'll go at it. We can have, and then afterwards, I come behind you and I squeeze your little tush. You get a little wet, and then we call it a day.
Okay, we didn't have to know that detail.
Right?
Listen, I don't want to hear nothing from you, OnlyFans. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, OnlyFans. With your little G-string. With your little G-string and your little tape. You're taping it up, trying to reach your bungle hole, but it don't get there.
We got kids watching.
I don't want to hear it.
Okay.
Well, Steven, you're gonna go to the cover board?
This is too much for Omar.
I plan to.
Listen,
but I didn't even buy my ticket yet.
You got to move your camera. There's a reflection coming off the pole. Okay, it's hitting you really hard.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into the next subject real quick. And I know Omar's probably going to get triggered
No,
on this
I'm probably
one,
not gonna have anything to
you
say.
know,
Believe it or not. Also, by the way, I sent you something, Vinny, and that just goes to show you the fraud that's taking place right now. It's surging. It actually is surging at the Heat game. But can you get the surge? If you can show that picture, Vinny, later on.
Really, I don't even see a number, but okay. I see the surge at the port of Miami where you ain't going to get that.
Yeah, that's his point.
Let's get into it. So, real
Ooh,
quick,
look at it, $2.50.
if you haven't been hearing about it in your city,
It's surging at 30.
here in Florida, South Florida, they are cracking down big time on illegal solicitation for cash rides. Notice how I'm saying this. I'm saying this in a very thoughtful way as to not set my best friend Omar off. They are cracking down on those soliciting cash rides without proper license and insurance. Does that make sense? Is that better for you, Omar? What's happening is at the airports, everybody's seen the reports. I remember seeing them out of New York in the terminals where they stand in front of the terminals. And as they're coming out, hey, do you need a ride? I got a car here. Guy calls. Another car pulls up. Boom, they're out of there. Cash. Boom, done. The Uber driver who's already been summoned gets a cancellation, told to go back to the fucking queue, right? He's doing it the right way, but whatever. Now what's happening, and it's happening to us over here at the Panther Arena. And if the YouTube algorithm is listening, a Merit Bank Arena, where the Florida Panthers Hockey Club plays, where we have never had a problem there. They've always provided an area for the Ubers to wait for their rides.
Yeah.
Okay? The last 3 weeks, now they've got a city official out there. They got a dedicated police officer that's trying to throw everybody out of that lot, whether you're legitimate or not. Threatening $1,000 fines for being in a designated Uber pickup area. But what's happening is there's a long sidewalk that comes down, and drivers go stand in front. And I'd be willing to bet somebody complained about their path being blocked or they're being solicited for rides, whether it's a cash ride, whether, they're standing there with their phone and like Uber for hire or whatever. Regardless, it's what's happening. Now, Omar's talked to the woman several times. I've only spoken to her once, but Omar has spoken to her several times. Omar has asked her to cite whatever the offense, what's the right word for it, Omar? The restriction, the law, whatever it is. And she hasn't been able to do that. But what she can stand on is she works at that arena and it's private property, which I swear up and down, it's not private property. It's owned by the city of Sunrise.
No, the county.
Right? So I was correct in that. Even better. So what's happening is, listen, if you're out there driving and you're soliciting cash rides, you better watch your ass. Don't listen to these motherfuckers on YouTube telling you it's legal for you to do. They're going to get your ass arrested. They're going to get your ass fined, and they're going to get your car impounded.
Well, I think
because they can.
I think the issue is not just that. The issue is like you do the cash ride and you get in a, heaven forbid, accident, you're screwed. You're done. And I don't think but not even. I was like, why even take that risk?
But not even getting into that yet. Yeah, but Kyle, not even getting into that. If your car gets towed, if your car is impounded, if you're fined $1,000, forget the worst case scenario of somebody getting killed in your car in an accident. Just the pain in the ass it'll be to get your car out of impound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we just told you South Beach towing right now is $516 plus $30 admin fee.
This is why I rent.
So if you get hit with $1,000 fine, right? Plus you get hit with a $500 tow. That's $1,500. Is it really worth taking a $20 fucking ride to South Beach from MIA or to Fort Lauderdale Beach from Fort Lauderdale Airport? Is it not to mention you get trespassed and then thrown off the property? So go ahead, guys. We can discuss it. Let's discuss it a little bit.
Looks like Amerant Bank owns it.
Nobody. Amerant Bank is the title sponsor for the Florida Panthers Arena. That's all they are. It's just a sponsor. They're just naming rights. but I have to call it that because like it's like every other year they got a different freaking name.
Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. Broward County owns it.
Yes, that means our taxes that we live here in the county paid to build that arena.
Yeah.
And when they threaten to throw us out, even though we're right,
Almost
Omar, what was it
entirely
that she asked
publicly
me?
financed and features 70 suites, 2,623 club seats. $185 million in 1998.
Sits about 17,000. Sits about 17,000. When you go to their events, when you just go to a simple hockey game, parking is $30 if you park on property. Right? It can go up. I've seen it go higher, but I've never seen it go lower. $30 is like bare minimum. That's like a Tuesday night hockey game, about half sold out with the worst team in the league. On the weekends, now we're talking $40 to $50 a car to park. No cash, all debit or credit card. We know. And they sell out. And then there are a lot of people that park across the street at the big mall, Sawgrass Mills Mall, right? And half that mall parking lot gets taken up. And there's still people catching Ubers. But if I remember correct, the last time I was there when Omar had the problem, they were trying to get the Uber cars to pick up on the street, on the main street.
Yep.
And then I think Omar said they pulled the people back in or something like that. Or Nick, you were there. Omar don't want to talk on it. So Nick, you were there.
Yeah, I mean, it was during a concert though. So they had a little small lot for us, and they were telling everybody to kind of pick up from the lot, and if you couldn't fit in the lot, you needed to pick up on the street. The problem with picking up on the street is that every couple minutes they would bring somebody to kick you off and clear out the street. So yeah, it was just like a circus, honestly. Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Okay. Like I say, I'm trying to get everybody else's. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about cash rides and the way that these guys are the way that these cities are now starting to crack down? You think it's a good thing, bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Okay, why is that?
Because there's regulations already in place for being able to do cash rides, or however you want to call them, private trips, cash rides, all that stuff. If you're not willing to pay to play, because that's the way the game has been for decades, at least in Denver. I mean, they still call it like the same thing as if you're in a horse and carriage. But you shouldn't do on-demand cash solicitation. Just build your clients the right way, and only hire or only onboard the people you want to do business with long term. Random people, man, they could be crazy. They could turn you in. They could do something crazy in your car. You could get in an accident. If you're not licensed, nobody's insurance is going to cover you. And I don't know how everybody's state works, but here in Colorado, nobody's going to cover you for that.
Yep.
I mean, you're hardly covered even when you're on an Uber or Lyft. Like, the car that you hit or hits you is covered, not you or your passenger.
This is
It's
true.
a big risk.
This is true.
It's definitely a big risk, and I mean, I'm not gonna knock or is it against the rules? Okay, yeah. I mean, they've got rules and they've got regulations for it. Do you want to eat a huge bill? I mean, I wouldn't want to. I can understand why certain people that go and do it. We got the I think I forgot what his name is, his channel name is, but he there was another rideshare driver that made a really good, wasn't trying to pick sides on either point of this. Unfortunately, they make the bar to entry ridiculously high. And I say it's ridiculous because any person can go and pay the cost for commercial insurance. But there's certain states that make it almost impossible for you to take your vehicle and get it registered commercially just because it's under it's registered under your name and you're purchasing it with personal credit rather than purchasing it with business credit. I mean, And some states have no restriction on that. So it's just it's ridiculous in some places, and that's what I got to deal with here. In order to take my car and use it commercially, I have to have my car entirely paid off or have it under a business loan. And not everybody's going to be able to do that, even though they've got the vehicle and they can do the job, they can do the work, and they can be insured.
Yeah.
Well, we got the same issue here in Broward County and Dade County and Palm Beach County. All three counties got three different separate licenses, right? And the licenses aren't expensive. Like financially, you can afford the licenses. Financially, you can afford the insurance. You really can, right? But what you can't afford is you can't afford to go buy the medallion because they limit the amount of cars. It's in the law, especially in Broward County. It's in the law for every 100,000 people, they only issue so many executive car licenses. And as drivers, the way we are, whether you're driving a Suburban or you're driving, a Cadillac CTS, a Merc, whatever it is, if it's less than 8 passengers and you don't have a petition to separate the driver from the passenger compartment, you are considered an executive car. You are not considered a limo license. So, with that being said, the barrier to entry here is not hard. It's really not. Look at how many new cabs we got out there. Every time I turn around, there's 1,000 new cab companies. Like I try to keep up, and you can't do it. The other day, I'm taking a guy to Miami International, and he's like, as we're pulling in off Lejeune into the airport, right? There's a whole bunch of cabs lined up on the side of the road. I said, "Oh, that's nothing," because he mentioned that's a lot of cabs working. How do they make money? I said, "Oh, that's not. Where do we get around the corner?" And as you're going into departures, on the right-hand side is the cab lot. There's got to be 400 cabs in that sucker. They're parked all kinds of ways. They're butt fucking each other in there with tailpipes and everything. It's like, how the hell, bro? I'm serious.
Right.
I'm serious. They are ass to mush, shoulder to shoulder, parked in that lot.
That's why I think you should do things the right way, because it keeps the system working the way it's designed, so that there's not oversaturation. But then when it does get oversaturated, you have the clients that you built because you do business with the people that you want to do business with, instead of relying on on-demand
100%.
cash type rides.
Well,
100%. So go ahead, Nick.
Oh no, I was gonna say, as a person that likes them, I mean, with everything that you do, there's obviously a risk. I mean, yeah, I would recommend that you get the required licenses and stuff, but again, we're out here to make money. We're out here to pay our bills, and you know that Uber and Lyft don't pay your bills the same way that they used to. So
Right, but you got to think about like long term. Are you paying your bills and then all of a sudden you get taken out by the feds? Like, do you want to deal with that? I don't. Like, I would rather not deal with that kind of issue, because in Colorado they will screw you over, and you will not even be able to drive Uber and Lyft after that. So then you're out of an income stream.
So you're looking at it. You're going to the extreme. And yeah, I get it. There are undercover. There are.
It's because I know people who have been busted by that.
Okay.
It's not just
we all know people that have gotten in trouble.
Not just got in trouble. They can't do this anymore.
Facts. Yeah. Like you said, there's real risk.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I mean, I know we're talking about getting busted, but I'm more concerned about what happens if something happened where you get in an accident, someone dies or whatever. I mean, like, sure, like that's the worst case scenario, but that's all it takes, and your life is F over. It's like, it's like, I don't know, what kind of insurance coverage, assets you have, but that could all be gone because you were trying to get a cash ride.
If you don't have commercial insurance, you're screwed, Weasel.
Well, even with commercial
I have a
insurance,
rideshare insurance. I buy additional rideshare.
That won't cover you.
But again, I don't like to do these cash rides because one, I don't know. I'm not the guy to just go out there and just like hustle and haggle price with that person. If I take someone to the airport, have a good conversation, I say, hey, next time you need a ride to LAX, give me a call, and they call me. I'm happy to convert them to my private clients. you know, because I know I have a rideshare insurance, so I'm covered if I take that person. But I'm not going to just randomly grab people off the streets.
Well, okay,
I
so
would
you
really
guys are talking
before we
about.
put before we put that out there, I would make sure that you're actually covered for that because I don't think that's what that'll cover you. I would check with your insurance provider and make sure because I don't think that would cover you.
Well,
Continue.
Oh,
well, I
Yeah,
think
so
okay.
the only
I mean,
thing
like I said, I'll have to ask him, but I'm pretty sure I'm covered because I told him that's what I need it for.
Because
For driving a passenger off platform.
Yeah,
if you're
for right,
talking
it's a
about,
rideshare insurance. It's not a Uber insurance. It's a
yeah,
rideshare insurance. I'm doing
Okay,
rideshare.
sure.
but under rideshare insurance requires that you're under some sort of medallion. You're under some sort of platform. You can't
correct.
be under
In
your own
Denver, it's a
platform unless you have
TNC.
your own. Yeah, so if you're riding under your own name, that's basically what you're doing. You're driving under your own name. You got to be careful.
Okay.
Or
Well,
your
all right.
or
I
your
had to
LLC, but
I had to put Omar. I had to put Omar in timeout because he's ready to lose his
That's
shit.
that's stepping on commercial territory insurance.
That's what I'm saying.
He's ready to lose his shit.
If you're riding under a rideshare company, then you're riding under somebody that is licensed and everything to allow you to drive.
Correct.
If you're doing it yourself, what company are you claiming that you're ride sharing under?
You need
Because
to-
rideshare has licensing and they're allowed to pick up passengers.
Exactly.
But you yourself, unless you have your own private business for driving, I don't think you would be covered. That's why I'm saying you might want to make sure with your insurance company because I just don't want to spread information that could get somebody else in trouble. I'm not saying oh you're wrong or anything like that.
no, I understand. That's a good point. So I will definitely confirm with the with my
I think
insurance.
that kind of insurance works, and I'm pretty sure in like a driver I met at a gig conference from Oregon legitimately doesn't have to go through the process that I do in Colorado to do private trips, and and they don't have the car restrictions either. Like if you want to do private trips here, you have to have a luxury vehicle. You can't just register your Prius and start doing private trips.
So here's at the end of the day, this is the next question, right? With this. So I think we all agree that the laws state we must do this, that, or the other in order to be able to do private rides, right? Okay, so that's fair to agree. Whether we agree with the law or not is irrelevant.
Right.
That's the law of the
land.
and
unfortunately we have archaic laws. We've got laws that were designed for a certain purpose and they no longer serve that purpose.
Listen, personally, I don't have a problem with this is how I feel about cash rides. I've never made bones about it. I've always been this way from the get-go. I do not solicit cash rides. But if you come up to me and offer me the right number, we're the fuck out of there. But I do not solicit cash rides.
Right.
It's not my thing. I had the business. I get asked 2-3 times a week to do private clients. I turn it down. I don't want that fucking commitment. And I don't want that problem. And that's what I think drivers miss. They see that short-sighted $20, $25 and they don't think about the risks on the backside of it. You don't have to agree with the laws, but that's the fucking law.
Okay.
But here's the bigger question, guys. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Just real quick. Okay, so we're talking about if the worst case scenario happens, you have a private ride, somebody dies, you get into an accident, now your assets are on the line, and I get all of that, but let's be realistic here.
You're going to jail.
Yes, that's true. That's true. But let's be realistic here. How many drivers, and this can go for everybody on the platform, or how many drivers are actually structured properly in terms of like, if we're talking about a business, how many drivers actually have an LLC? How many drivers have a business venture?
None of these guys.
How many drivers actually have their money, the rideshare income that they have is separate from their personal checking account? So I understand what you guys are saying, but if you actually know, like, yeah, somebody can still sue you. They can still come after you whether you have the insurance or not.
Bro, this isn't even about the
Right,
insurance.
and the
No,
structuring
this ain't
of
even
the
about the
LLC
insurance.
or sole prop or S corp, those aren't the
Hold
law.
on. Exactly right. This is about you going to jail for life or not going to jail. That's what we're talking about. As a private driver, or if you've given somebody a ride, you've entered into a business agreement. Understand what a cash ride is. I don't give a shit how you cut it.
Okay.
If you agree to take somebody for a cash ride and they're not your cousin, your sister, your brother, your mother, your wife, your lover, whatever, is some goddamn stranger, you have now entered into a business agreement. And you are operating illegally. And if they want to throw the book at you, they can throw the book at you. That's all I'm suggesting. But I want to get into the next part of this, which is whose fault is this? Why are drivers feeling like they have to turn to cash rides? Why? That to me is the bigger problem. Like, I'm with Omar on this one. Instead of just bitching about the problem, try to come up with solutions. And you know what the solution is? Uber and Lyft need to be held accountable and start paying drivers more fair, and maybe they won't be taking these risks.
Yeah.
I think that's the bigger problem.
100%.
I think that's the bigger issue. So I want to go around the panel and see what you guys think about that.
Driven Dad's next.
Oh, I'm first. Okay. Sorry.
Anybody?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been getting trip requests tonight to the airport in the snow for $27 for 38 miles with a $3 surge. Like,
Wow.
no.
Damn.
No.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
Like,
damn.
Before upfront pricing, that ride was minimum $55 on Comfort. Now it's all like cut in half.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep, we've been seeing that here as well.
Yeah, and
we've been
even like Lyft Black. Lyft Black is paying less than Lyft Lux paid to go downtown from here.
Yeah.
And each week that goes by, they take another 10 cents or 20 cents, and long
Yep.
trips another $3 or $4.
Yep.
All,
So
and they
these
only
companies-
profit 3% off of our trips, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's some bullshit. Steven, what about you? I mean, do you put this? Do you think this is more on the apps undercutting us now and really clipping us at the nutsack,
Well,
or do you think this is just drivers being greedy?
I've talked to some drivers, or I've listened to conversations with drivers, and as much as I would say that this is because drivers aren't getting paid enough, and I do agree with that. You've also got a lot of drivers that are just greedy, just greedy. Period.
This has been a debate since when I first started doing this, and probably before then, in 2017. I remember like Dustin is driving would be like, "Don't take cash trips because they got all these people out here busting you." Like, it's not something new. This is just the resurgence of cracking down on people doing for hire rides like they're taxis when they're not. So it just depends on the authority of your transportation in your city or county, how they're going to handle it. But
or properly structuring so that you can give a ride to somebody that you may have seen. The thing is, all you need is that degree of separation once you're legally able to operate commercially.
Right.
A website, a phone number, that is all that's necessary in order to pre-set up a ride. A text message is all you need to pre-set up the ride so that they can come and take a ride from you.
Right. Well,
it's basically exactly what's going on with the apps. The whole idea really in this is that your business is easily identifiable. Every part of this system that you're using for providing services can be accounted for, and you can be held accountable for whatever your business might have done.
And you're
insurance.
paying the man for it, because they want their cut. They want you to pay the fees to get licensed.
But it's like it all streams back from creating laws to remove hitchhiking.
All right, so Eddie, what do you think about it? What do you think it's more the app's fault? Or do you think drivers are just greedy?
No, I think the drivers are greedy because of what the apps or the companies have been doing. They've been doing the
I
same
don't
thing
know
with the
about it's
illegal
greedy.
accounts.
Mm-mm.
Well, no,
No.
it's because again, when I started with my Tesla, I was making 2,000 a week, and that was easy, and that was during the pandemic. Where everything was supposed to be
Correct.
slow, but I had to grind.
The apps are
But
greedy. The drivers are
now,
just trying to get paid. At
correct.
least
But
what the
everything
apps
is
are
getting more.
charging.
Remember, everything is getting more expensive, and not only that, we're making. Whose car is that?
What the hell?
Everything is getting more expensive, but our pay keeps going down. But yet Uber hits the S&P 500, and I was like, well, where are you getting the freaking money from? And then we still have the issue with the illegal accounts, which they're not doing anything about it.
See, I would like.
Well,
I would like something like what Bear Claus is talking about. He's saying that Jeff was talking about Arizona, and they have these new permits that allows them to give private rides. It's like it skips the extra several steps and months of waiting that you would have to go through in California, and the restriction of having to have your vehicle registered commercially, because you can't get it registered commercially without the bank's approval or having the car paid off. So that's just a nice thing to open you up to still being able to legally operate.
Well, we don't have that here in Florida at all in any way, shape, or form.
Or Colorado.
I saw that video. I saw that video that Jeff did
we're talking about those
with
laws. It's like
driver
that's a
permits.
prime example of creating a legal way for people to operate.
Well, I just wanted to mention to Eddie, I don't think that's drivers being greedy.
No.
I think that's drivers needing to get paid.
Correct.
Because the apps have reduced.
But that's right. But it's
it's
not that the drivers are getting greedy, but people believe drivers are getting greedy. It's like, well, of course, they're going to try to find a way to make what they used to make, because everything is so expensive, and then their Uber and Lyft pay just keeps going lower and lower and lower and lower. And yet the companies are really profitable. It's like, how the hell are you profitable? Like,
I would say
where's the money coming from?
The better term to use than greedy would be more like something similar.
Well, I'm using the word greedy on purpose because in the public perception, the public's eye, are drivers greedy or are the apps greedy? Because I don't know how many. And the guys on the radio, we play this little game where I hit the talk button while I'm talking to my riders. Right, Omar's busting my chops because I'll give my riders on Premiere an ETA. Hey, it says we're going to be there about 19 minutes, and then Omar's like, "Oh my God, he's selling his ass," and all this other shit. But the reason I talk to my riders, if they want to have a conversation, and when I explain to them that they're paying 20 to 22% higher rates year over year, and drivers are getting whacked 15 to 18% less year over year, their jaws drop.
Yep. I had a passenger just the other day. The ride was about an hour, and I told him because some people, they like to mention, oh, you have very few rides. I'm like, yeah, I'm really selective. I only take rides that make sense. And he's like, oh, so this ride made sense? I'm like, well, kind of. It's kind of taking me in the direction I want to go, so that's why I'm doing it. He's like, oh, well, I paid like $60+ for this ride. I'm like, yeah. I'm only getting 22. He's like, what? It's like, no way. I'm like, oh, let me see if Lyft still shows you. Oh, look, yeah, look right there, $23. I was like, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I can't make this stuff up. I'm like, they tell us, oh yeah, it's the insurance for the ride, the blah 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 blah. It's like, who wants to hear all that? If the customers had to see that every time, like a DoorDash order or something like that, if the customers had to see that every time they were ordering a ride and they saw how much was going to the driver, would they still consider getting that ride? I don't know.
Well, this is kind of the point that I try to raise with you guys in terms of DoorDash, because DoorDash, I don't know if you guys have used it, but if you don't tip on DoorDash, it shows you a little message saying, your order may take longer, whatever.
It's not even going to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tells you it's gonna take longer, and if you tip, you'll get your order faster. It's like a little message that you get. If you guys haven't ordered DoorDash, go ahead and order DoorDash, and once you check out, you'll see the message if you don't leave a tip. So that's a way that DoorDash is like, as a company, letting the customer know, hey, this is the cause and effect. Either you tip, you completely fine, but you don't have to tip, but just understand that there's consequences. If Uber did that, that would be awesome.
So Lyft encourages tipping during the ride. We know this, right? I think it's classless for them to do that. I think they should do it towards the end of the ride, not in the middle of the fucking ride. If you're like 2 minutes from ending your ride, they should go ahead then and beat the rider, but not in the middle of the damn ride. I mean, that's no class, Lyft, no class at all on that. Not on the timing, not the fact that they suggest the tipping. But I can see DoorDash saying that, yeah, if you actually want an entire Big Mac instead of one with like 3 bites out of it, you might want to tip your driver. I can see that.
To answer SB Rides, it says in 1950, 23 states had banned hitchhiking, and then it increased from there. 1950. There's your answer.
My man Black Vinny on the Google.
Like I said,
my man Black Vinny on the Google.
It's an archaic law. That's all right. Like I said.
Do has been active in the comments, but this is one that I'll read. New drivers are getting most of the rides. That's Uber Lyft training period. Bad economy equals more new drivers and less rides for full-time.
Did you hear about Citibank?
So
they dropped like 14,000 employees on their first round.
Yeah, well, listen. Yeah. Listen, everybody's going to be doing it like this. But guys, this is why we scream about the pivot.
Yep.
This is why we talk about the pivot. This is exactly why.
So then,
because everybody's going to wake up. Everybody's going to wake the fuck up one day, and they're going to go to turn on that goddamn app, whether it's Uber, Lyft, Curry, Delivered That, DoorDash, Uber, whatever apps you work, Walmart, Spark. You're gonna. And that shit ain't gonna come on.
It's gonna say no rides available at this time.
No, fuck that. It's gonna say system error 401. That's what it's gonna say.
It's gonna say not allowed.
Shut off. System error 401, right? And then bam, bam, bam. That's gonna be your ad.
Dirty South.
And if you're not set up or prepared, if you're not prepared to do something else, you're gonna keep going through this shit. They're not giving us a raise, bro. They're not going to give us a raise anytime. It'll never happen.
Dirty South, congratulations.
So my point is,
there you go.
What did Dirty South do? What's up, everyone? Getting my testimony.
Yeah,
buddy.
Yeah.
There you go. Welcome to the club.
Y'all hear the applause
working.
or no?
Nope.
Still not working. Okay, I'm gonna have to get Steven over. here. We're gonna have to do a screen share so he can IT my shit. Good for you, brother. I listen, I got to tell you, since I've had my drive whipped, I have had knocking on all kinds of wood. Let me get a hard on so I can knock on that too. All right. I have not had any problems with my drive whip.
He's not going to have any problems.
Unlike Hertz.
Y'all remember when I did the experiment with Hertz in Uber?
Oh, we both got sued.
And I couldn't last more than a week. I couldn't last more than a week with them motherfuckers. It sure hurt. Where they tried to pull quick ones on me.
Ooh.
Drive whip, no problems, man. No problems. They listen. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. My car keeps on rolling. We got no issues, man. So shout out to Dirty South Radio Online. I am happy for you, my friend. All right. So then that's going to bring me to this point. Because I told y'all I had 5 things I wanted to talk about tonight. Can drivers still make money out here?
Yes.
Or in spite of, and I know we're going to get different opinions here.
Yes.
In spite of, can drivers still make money? Let's start with Driven Dad. I guess Omar still went to
you sound a little muffled there, Vinny. There you go. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Over here.
Can drivers still make money? Tony, you on a ride? Yep. Tony looks like
no.
He's on a ride. So we're gonna
I'm just showing off the snow here.
Hmm.
Yes, drivers can still.
Dayland
make
Ball.
What the fuck is going on?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
Uh-oh, what the hell's all that? Somebody cursed. I know that wasn't Coney that was cursing.
No, that's not me.
Okay, I was going to say, Tony don't curse, man. He got Bible study later tonight. What the hell?
Yeah, I was on UDM's chat last night, and he replaces one word with sugar, honey, iced tea. So I was like,
Oh, yeah.
tell DoorDash that I
Yeah.
don't give a fresh, uncut kale.
Well, we got a guy in our group, Ramon, man. Ramon, he's not on tonight. He's over probably, I think he said he was going to the soccer game. But Ramon, he likes these the mother flowers and all of this other stuff. I mean, bro, and he's quick with it too, with the replacements. He's quick with
It
it.
is hilarious.
But every now and then he lets a fuck slip out.
It is hilarious.
But every now and then he lets a fuck slip out.
Bottom line is you can still make money in the gig economy, but it's not going to be as easy as
It's
it
yeah,
once
it's more of a
was,
slog.
and it's going to take you longer. So,
Yep.
you know, just
And it's
just
still
have
a
your
lot more money than working at McDonald's.
just know your expectations and what your limits are for the abuse you're willing to take.
Somebody out there commented that they make more, you could make more money at McDonald's, and I was like, really? Would love to know where that McDonald's is, because I'll go work for them if they can make more money than I do driving.
Okay, Steven, how do you feel about it?
Oh yeah,
buddy?
you can definitely make money here. Keep your costs low. Like you said, don't go and buy a new car for this and everything like that. Get yourself, hopefully you already have a little beater that you can run on, or you got a decent Prius, a decent old Prius, that qualifies or whatever. But you can make money with this. It's just going to take you a ton more time, and it seems like every month it's getting worse. It takes you even longer. These rates are all going down. If you just heard what Driven Dad said, our black rates have become Lux rates. Yep.
Wait, listen. Hey, we've been saying that shit. Lyft Black was the new Lyft. We've been saying that for 6 months.
Yeah. So, the money's out there. If you need to make extra, this is the way I'm doing it. I work a W-2 and I try to get in as many hours as I can with rideshare to meet my goals. So, you can definitely make money still.
Okay, Kyle, you're doing it differently.
Yeah,
Kyle.
I think I'm probably the one that's doing the least amount of ride share because I made I think first year I drove it's like a little over 100,000, but there's no way I'm making that now.
Right.
So I think for me, you can make it, but I think it's much harder. So I really think the way to do it is just find other apps that you could subsidize. And now I'm to a point where I really know which app's going to pop at what time. And so in the morning I'm geared towards the kids rides, with Hop Skip Drive, and then I will try to pick up a delivery because rideshare is crazy during the morning rush hours because it takes 15 minutes to get to some pickup. And then with the Lyft fares, it's $20 for a 40-minute ride. I'm I'm not doing that. So basically, I just use different apps, delivery apps and whatever, because they'll pay better. And then when it gets slower in the afternoon, around 11 to 1, then I'll do some ride shares that are paying close to $1 a mile. I like doing long trips over doing a bunch of short trips. So, I kind of have my, pattern set now and then in the afternoon, when it gets around 2, I start looking for kid rides. That's because the Hop Skip Drive is totally juiced. Sometimes I get this morning, I had a one ride that was juiced $43. $43, a surge. Think about that. So I'm I'll do that and do it for 30 minutes and make $62, then try to do, the $25, $30 for an LAX run. So I think, you just have to, figure out, because I don't know your situation. I don't know your market. I don't know, the air times that you work. So you have to make it work for you. But there are apps out there that you can work. You just have to, test it out. I have application and other apps too, and I try other apps, and I'm no, this one's not going to work. And so You just have to do what you can.
Okay. Cleaning fee. Cleaning fee. You still there, cleaning fee?
The hell?
Cleaning fee.
Oh, one other thing is, so obviously I have
$4.
one other thing is
Yes,
I have
sir.
obviously my t-shirt company, and I had my biggest order this week because I just finished doing shirts for this nonprofit, um, who I met the board chair lady as a I think it was an Uber ride. And she's like, "Oh yeah, you should design our shirt. We're doing a LA marathon, and well, we need shirts for our runners." So I say, "Oh yeah, sure." So I, designed the shirts with them and just delivered the shirt this week. So that was like
Nice.
my biggest order, since I opened our t-shirt company. So I'm relying on that,
Nice.
and that's more like a turtle thing than more than anything else. So I'm okay with that because it's like more like a hobby for now.
Congrats.
Awesome, bro, on that t-shirt deal, bro. That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
and I think because they're
Sweet.
nonprofit, my thought was basically they're actually called My Friend's Place. That's the nonprofit. So I'm gonna get some pictures from them wearing my shirt on their marathon for LA Marathon. But the thing is, because they're a nonprofit, I know like they're going to bring like a lot more business going down because they're
Oh
always
yeah.
going to be doing events, fundraisers and whatever. And if they're happy with it, I figure this is the type of clients that you want because anytime you're looking at a business and you're looking at a customers, you're looking at what is the life value of that customer, right? And that's got to be a factor because sometimes there are like people who will give you money, but that doesn't mean they're going to be a good customer for you, right? Just as you get a rider or a ride, but the rating is 4.5 or 4.2, right?
Ain't getting in my
Exactly.
car.
It may not be worth it to you, even if they're a customer.
Ain't getting in my car. He can get in Omar's car, but he
Oh
ain't
my
getting in
God,
my car.
Driven Dad is
All
in the
right.
snow.
Look at that snow
Yeah.
kicking up, bro.
Yeah, I saw it.
He done went sideways on
Yeah.
us now. Look at this guy, man, going sideways on us. Hold on, let me.
Damn
I
it.
want to bring that. I want to bring his picture up. There it is. Sideways. There he
There we
goes.
go.
So in the all right. So next would be my guy, cleaning fee.
My bad. What was the question again? I'm out here at the soccer
Oh my
game.
god. Would you prefer to wear a pink thong or a white thong on South Beach during spring break?
Neither.
Oh, you going butt booty naked? Okay, that's on Hollover Beach, bro. Hollover Beach is the butt booty naked beach, bro.
Booty butt, booty butt,
Yeah, I'm
booty
out
butt
here.
cheeks.
No, the question. Listen, I don't want to see your ass in no thong, bro. I'm just telling you.
No,
I ain't trying to see that shit, bro. Hey, God damn it! Now I forgot what the damn question was.
Cleaning fee.
Is there still money in Rideshare?
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
do you think you can still make money on rideshare with even just in spite of, regardless of all the bullshit?
Yes. You can still make money. I mean, I do it every week. I'm doing it now. Um, you can still make money. It just depends on how hard you're willing to work. Um, I would say, obviously, it's not sweet anymore. Like it's harder now than it used to be. But I think with anything that's I think everything has that type of transition. I think the point of evolution is that, well, as you get better, you should learn. You should like, okay. So I believe there's a saying, and a lot of people have heard this: if you know better, you should do better.
Yes, sir.
So if we know how Uber and Lyft have been acting, I mean, a couple years ago, it wasn't about the upfront fares. It was about that we couldn't see stuff. It was about, man, Uber and Lyft they wasn't paying well back then. Now we look at those times and it's like, oh yeah, I would love to go back there, but we didn't like it back then. So if we know better, we should do better. Huh?
Listen, I got to be honest. When I first started, man, the rates were fine. Like the first 3 years of me driving part time, I didn't have a problem with the rates, none whatsoever,
But
none whatsoever. And you know what? And the guys that I drove with didn't have a problem with it.
okay.
The fluffies and the Allens and even like Uncle Richie and some of these guys, they didn't have a problem with the rates. They knew how to finesse the rates. There were things we could do to increase the rates. Not getting into all that, but I mean, we made good money back then, bro. You go out in the night and make $350, $400 on a fucking Wednesday.
I can still
Like, you could make the money.
You can still do that now.
Now, yeah, you know what? And Nick, you're right to a point. To a point, you're correct.
Okay.
Right? Because
if you know how to,
I'm always.
It's the same concept.
Well, not necessarily finesse. Well, you got to know how to. Well, I think there's more luck involved now. I think you position yourself, or you work a strategy, whatever that strategy is, and you got to go to certain areas, man. Listen, you ain't going to go to the hood and make all this money, but then again, there might be a night where fuck it, everybody's out partying and they're ripping back and forth between the Sub and Overtown and Liberty City and Brickell.
True.
You got to get, but there are nights too where you go out and you hit all your hot spots, ain't no money there. That's all I'm saying.
Or you're not even getting pings like I was yesterday.
And you guys know I go through I go through days. Like this month as a whole has been slow for me because I'm not getting the same. This is probably the first month where I'm not making the same type of money as easily. Right. So I don't want to sit here and sound like a hypocrite. There is going to be slow times and there's going to be fast times, but
there's the point way of the more question, slow times.
Can you go out and make money on rideshare? Can you go out and make money on Uber or Lyft alone? Yes. Like you always say, if you need to go out and make $1,000, you don't care. Okay, if it took
you can go out and make it.
If it takes you 50 hours when it used to take you 30 hours, that's not the
right. You're gonna go get that money.
Because you have to go make it. So like, yeah, I agree that it's not the same and it sucks, but yeah, you can still make money with rideshare.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kyle. Appreciate you being on the show, my brother. We will catch you next time on the flip side.
Be safe out there, boys.
Get your pictures. Get your pictures if you're coming to the Rideshare Garage rally.
Yeah, Melvin, are you coming?
We get your face on the
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay, so send me. I will put my email on the message. So email me like a happy Melvin face. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
We got to get Nick to get you that picture too. There you go.
All right, guys. Take care.
So there's. All right, Kyle. Thank you, sir.
All right. I got to get a picture.
So okay.
He said I got to get him.
Yeah, man. You got to, bro. If you don't send, you got to send Kyle a picture. He put his email in the text, or let me know and I'll send you his email. Okay. So that you can get on the shirt, man.
Cool.
You got to have that happy face on the shirt. Can't have a bunch of white people on there, man. We're a diverse group. Can't you tell? Look at the group. We got Snow White in the upper left-hand corner up there in Colorado. We got Black Vinny to my right. We got Melvin, the Texas Latino. We got that Puerto Rican motherfucker over there on the other side. We got you, and then we got Grumpy down there at the bottom. Eddie.
Yeah.
Can you still make money on rideshare?
Yeah, there's still money in rideshare. There's still money. And if you need a cheap car, just go Tesla. You can get a freaking almost. You can get them on the 20. What is it? I got one here, 28,000, and then you can get a Model Y for like $4,000 more. So, and that's directly from Tesla. So if you need a nice fancy car to make money, there you go. All right, but yeah, there's still money out there. There's still money out there. But just make sure that if you start working your pivot, because this ain't gonna last forever.
I heard that, brother. Melvin,
Yes.
Melvin, we haven't gotten to you tonight, man. I really, really enjoy the fact, and I got to say real quick, just beware of the Tesla haters out there. You never know where they're going to come from. So, Melvin, we didn't get a chance to get to you too much tonight. How you doing,
Man,
brother?
I'm doing good.
I got to appreciate you, bro. I want to let you know that I appreciate you.
All right.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because when we didn't go on the show last week, nobody texted me. Nobody. But you sent a message. It was like, bro, is everything okay? What's going on? And it's a lot of people. This is what this is what kills me in life. When people say, Vinny, where you been? How's it going? Yada yada yada. And I'm like, bro, my phone number ain't changed. My phone number hasn't changed in 15 years. I got the same fucking phone number. And they're, oh, where you at? Oh, well, how you been? Where you been? We got to see. Bitch, I ain't go nowhere. You the one dip, but you reached out, bro, to make sure we was doing okay. And I want to tell you, I appreciate you for that. I really do.
All right.
So, all right. So thank you. What's going on, man? You making any money down there in San Antonio?
Well, I mean, everything is over there with Eddie now because of the South by Southwest. So this week has been a little bit slower for me.
Okay. Do you still think though, as a general rule, you can make money in rideshare?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If you work it and you know where to get the right rides, it's still quite profitable.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair. Omar, I know you're going to have a different view on this, and I can actually appreciate the view you're going to have on this. Can you still make money in rideshare, my friend?
Can you still make money in rideshare, and can you be profitable? Two different things.
Okay.
Can you make money? What's making money? You have $100 bill, you make 100, and you pay the bill, and you're back to square one. Yeah. Can you be profitable? That's probably we probably don't have enough time on the show to discuss that. We probably have to have another show about that. I don't like the idea of buying even a $20,000 car for rideshare today at the rates that we're at right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Agree.
And
agreed.
I'm trying to
What
worry.
about
I'm trying to worry what I'm saying to not like necessarily piss off everybody because there's a lot that I could say right now. Someone mentioned the risk that you're willing to take. That's true for everything in life. We take risks every time we get in our cars, no matter what your legal status is and what licenses you have. You might not come home that day. So I don't want to hear about what insurance you have. It's bullshit. Can you still be profitable? You really have to. I mentioned this earlier in the show. There's a lot of thinking now. It used to just be a lot easier. And we said that. It used to be a lot easier. So I agree with everybody when they say you definitely got to work for it. And I agree with Eddie when he says it ain't going to last forever. And we're seeing that.
Yeah.
We're definitely seeing that. And I agree with Nick when he says you got to finesse it. I think I'll leave it at that.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I always want you honest, buddy. No matter what. I always want you honest. Differences of opinion are fine. Differences of opinion are fine as long as the conversation is with an open mind. If it's not with an open mind, then yeah, that's a conversation I care not to have. But I appreciate you. I do. Don't think I don't. I do. Okay, so I still think you can be profitable. I'm still finding ways to make the money, right? Regardless of what's going on out there. I will admit, though, I got to be honest. Last week, I put in a few more hours than I thought I did. You know, to break that 1,200. But on average, I'm between 1,200 and 1,400 every week right now. I did get sick, and I was sick for a couple weeks, and I apologize to the group because I need to get a video out. And you know what? I'll make a video tomorrow. We'll put it out on Friday. Let everybody know what's going on with me. But the Tesla is still working for me. I don't have a problem with it, even though I'm on the most extreme end of it. I'm probably paying more than anybody else for a rental. That's just facts. But it includes my insurance, and it's 100% write-off, and I'm still making more than 100% profit every week. So as long as I keep doing that, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. And if at any point I decide I don't want to drive anymore, whoop, car's gone. Make a phone call. Hey, it was great, guys. Thank you. Pink, done. So, yeah, I still think you can make money. It's just like everybody else said. You're just not going to, it's not as easy as it used to be. Now you got to move your ass. Now you got to deadhead a little bit. Now you got to move into another area because not all areas are hot. You know, it might be a week. Melvin down in San Antonio is smoking down there. Eddie might need to drive to San Antonio. Or if this week the money's in
I may have to
Austin,
go up there.
Melvin might have to drive up to Austin. That's just the way it is. The other day, right? What was it? Yesterday, Steven. The day before, what's today? Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. So Monday, I grinded $130 on Monday. Grinded that shit. And I made a decision. I said, you know what? Nah, fuck this. We're gonna deadhead into Boca. And I wound up at 220 for the day. Same amount of hours. The only thing is I moved my ass from one location to another. Right? So your strategy is everything. I still think you can make money in it. I will say this though, I can't lie about this, bro. X rides, basic Lyft rides. God damn, it's brutal. Whew. Yep, that shit is brutal. Great. It is brutal.
Yep, Melbourne is really good here in Austin. I do the 12 to like 10, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I only keep higher tiers on. It's been working pretty good. So
I'm so glad that you're doing that, man. I didn't want to see that caddy anymore on those low rides.
Oh no, this is just for this week, and then I think it's over. Then gotta go down again.
He's gonna get a Tessie.
Yes, he will.
And that's the other thing too is we are broadcasting tonight on a lot of different channels. So make sure you thumbs up and give a like, share out comments, leave your comments with your favorite driver. We are a collective group. We're only here to help. We're relaying our experiences to you guys to help you work smarter. We're teaching you or attempting to show you guys that you guys can make money, or you won't make money. And if it's a shitty app, we're gonna tell you it's a shitty app. It ain't working. So that's been the goal tonight for us. Anyway, and I got to do this again just because this is killing me. This to me is just funny. I don't do memes, but beware of the Tesla haters. Just beware, bro. Just beware. Richie's gonna kill me, bro. He's gonna light my ass up. I promise you. He is gonna light my ass up, man. He's gonna light my ass up, bro. Yep. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck, Vinny?" He's gonna light my ass up. He's not gonna be happy with me. Gonna come but that's my boy, man. That's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. I just let you know that's my guy. But that shit is funny. Anyway. Oh man. So what has everybody else got on tap, man? What's everybody? Anybody got any good stories before we get out of here tonight?
What are you?
There was I got a good one. I wish I would have caught it on. Actually, no. You know what? I didn't want this one on camera. I'm driving my clients through a little homeless, little block where homeless kind of hang out there and all that stuff. And this one just basically decided to pull his pants down and bend over to traffic. Yeah. So,
what?
But just listen to this. Traffic. So my clients are cracking up laughing, and I'm going, this is definitely not the view that I had for you guys today. He literally bent over. And you're stuck in traffic, and dude, it's just like right there.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, some shit.
Wow.
Oh god. You know what? I think okay. Yeah, I don't know how you top that. In other news, anybody interested, tomorrow Tesla's going to send up the third attempt at Starship. If we are depending on, I don't know what time of the morning they're supposed to do that. Hold on. Let me find out. What time is the Tesla SpaceX Starship launch tomorrow? Doesn't say. Oh, it's got a 110-minute window on Thursday that opens at 8 a.m. our time.
Okay.
So from 8 a.m. to what's that? 110 minutes is what? Almost 2 hours. Mm-hmm. So between 8 and 10 a.m. they're going to try to put that sucker up, and they're supposed to try to make orbit on this one.
7 to 9 our time, Eddie.
I'll be watching it. I'll be watching it.
Oh.
Also, man, anybody here that wants to come sit in, like if you're on the Discord, dude, Eddie and I, Nick, we're in. There's a voice channel in there. Like a lot of people go into the after show chat, but we got a voice channel in there called Trading Room. And if you guys want to come in and sit in and listen to what we're doing, we're just talking back and forth. You know, it's strictly trading. Very little rideshare shit. I mean, you know, it might be a pinch here or there, but it's mostly focused on pivoting out. So if you guys are interested, you guys are more than welcome to come in there. With that,
That's what I do.
I am going to wrap this show up. Yeah, Nick's in there. Nick's used to trade Forex.
Somebody had a question
So,
for me.
You guys are more than welcome.
Somebody had a question for me and Eddie about the about what's going on with crypto. I'm not a technical analyst or anything. There's people that I follow that do technical analysis, but that's not my thing. I like doing analysis on the long-term use of different blockchain projects. So what's going on right now, I honestly think that the market's still oversaturated for crypto. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a dip, but hey, it could keep going up, and it could keep going up to 100. So that's what I think to answer your question. That's not financial advice, but that's just the answer to your question.
I think you're correct that we're going to see. Maybe by June we'll see 100,000 in Bitcoin. Depends on when they close out Q2. Okay, on the regular economic calendar. So maybe not June, maybe like August, September. Once Q2 happens and those earnings, we start seeing how bad those earnings are. We're going to start to see the regular market. The market's still going high. Okay, the stock market's going higher, but it's going to hit that plateau and then start the rollover. And once that rollover starts in regular stocks and things of that nature, you're going to see Bitcoin just skyrocket. It's going to skyrocket because all you got to do is follow gold, man. Follow gold. You follow gold, you follow Bitcoin, and that's your indicator, not financial advice. I learned that from Steven. Steven told me that.
Not financial advice. Do your own homework.
That's it. All right. With that, we're going to end this show. I know Omar's a little upset over there, but we love him. He'll be all right. And I appreciate everybody showing up on the show tonight. Look at that, bro. Look at that shit with.
And he's just flying through it too.
He is, bro.
I'm like,
looks like he's doing about 90 miles an hour.
How fast is he going right now?
Fast enough to get home before the ice hits the road.
Hey Tony, in the snow up there, do you put on the fancy boots, the tire boots and chains and all that, or no?
Oh hell no! I just don't go out if I need
that. Hell no. Oh, okay. Well, you know,
talking about risks.
Those $2.62. Those $2.62 ride.
Just ask me how much surge they get out here.
Well, let me ask you, how much surge do they get out there? Oh, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
It's better than
and my camera's reversed apparently for some reason.
That's all right. It's okay. We get it. We're getting slapped in the face with snow, man.
I'm
if
driving
we didn't know
in like
better,
Australia or something.
Yeah, we would think this is a POV view from Eddie's OnlyFans page when he got guests on.
I know I have reactivated.
Nobody caught the joke. Nobody caught the joke. Come on, nobody caught the joke.
Good.
How do you think Eddie? Why do you think Eddie has such nice skin on his face? I love you, man. I do. You're my guy.
Yeah.
You're my guy. Hey, you take your shots. You take your shots. I can't help it if I when I fire, I come swinging.
Hey, I didn't bring up the OnlyFans this time, Eddie.
You know, Vinny earlier today, he was talking about, it's like, hey, look at my box, and now he's talking about money shots.
I did. That was a good one. But just remember, sling it over the shoulder, buddy. Slinging it over the shoulder. All right. All right. It's 11 o'clock. We're going to wrap it up. We are out of here. I got to figure out what's going on with my
soundboard.
With my sound effects machine. It ain't doing it right. So, I don't want to get no strikes on this. We appreciate y'all joining us tonight. We will be back next week. Everybody on the board will have a video out next week. Everybody on the board is going to have a video out next week. So I'm expecting, well, maybe not Omar. I don't know. But Steven's going to get one out. Melvin's going to get one out.
Finally.
Tony's going to get one out. Nick better get one out. And Eddie, well, Eddie puts out one every 6 hours on OnlyFans, but he's going to have one on YouTube again next week too. A day in the life of an OnlyFans influencer.
That's
On
right.
carnivore.
Hey, I'm still a member, Eddie. Still a member.
Yes, I know. I see your pictures. Okay, I see your pictures.
All right, and then the last things here. I want to make sure you guys know about gigwithit.com. Kyle, he's putting together all the shirts that you need. But I also want everybody to, don't forget Gig Wars, man. I watch their stuff all the time. I'll have it on in the car or on the phone when I'm out driving with Red and them over there. If you like competition with the gig apps, go to gigwars.com, download their app. They got some really cool merchandise too. So let's not forget those guys.
Hey,
and ladies over there.
Just a PSA.
Yes.
I can say this because Gary said it on Steve's channel the other night, but the goal for Maximo is to be on iPhone by the end of 2024 or early 2025.
Okay, Maximo, that's another one of the rideshare apps. I know these guys use Para. I know Omar's swearing by Para right now. I think Nick is using it a lot. I think Steven's using it a lot. I haven't. I just don't. I don't use them.
Yeah, I'm
like
beta testing for them right now on Lyft, and it's working really well.
Well, listen, you can come on here and you can promote him and let's get him up here. Let's talk about it next week. Talk about apps that can help you make more money. Because if your ROI sucks right now, bro, we got to make more money. We got to be smarter in how we make our money. With that, y'all, we out. Everybody put up the goofy hands, goofy